President Adama Barrow met with cabinet ministers Tuesday morning to discuss issues of national concern. The day-long session saw ministers take critical discussions aimed at addressing the needs of Gambians. Mamadou Jallow spoke to the Minister of Information, Demba Ali Jawo, who described the meeting as very important.
And that means for people to render government accountable, they have to know what government is doing. But also, people are saying they are too slow. But in reality, this government has done so much within such a short period of time that the citizens are not aware of. That is why it is absolutely essential that the Department of Information Service is created in order to inform the citizens what their government is doing on their behalf.
It is big to overcome the erratic electricity and water supply, which has recently tested the administration's ability to resolve one of the Gambia's most serious challenges. Mr. Fani said government has agreed to a number of steps that will finally address the problem, which he blamed on the previous government.
We are looking at cross-border connectivity. That is to say, the Gambia will be purchasing electricity power across the border. Negotiations are in advanced stages between NAWEC and Senelec of Senegal in order to create grid that will connect so that the rural areas will be provided with regular electricity, and in fact we found this to be even more cheaper. Beyond that, we are also looking at renewable sources of energy, and government is also looking for new generators that are coming. But in the meantime, our focus now is to service the existing generators.
The minister also said that cabinet has agreed to consolidate the security situation in the wake of recent events by ensuring that Gambians across the country live in peace and unity. And as the rainy season approaches, government, according to Fati, will support farmers by providing the necessary equipment to maximize production of crops for consumption and export. JC added it's a priority to actualize the dream of national food self-sufficiency and sustainability. Mamadou Jallow, GRTS News.
The National Assembly and partners Tuesday established the Budget Observatory platform. The initiative is aimed at helping the Assembly in the monitoring and evaluation of public accounts. Louis Mende has more.
The newly established Budget Observatory platform of the National Assembly has the following functions: reviewing budget expenditure on social protection and conducting policy analysis on social protection-related issues, among a host of others, as listed in this pamphlet.
Thus, the Budget Observatory platform shall, amongst other areas, focus on two other main broad policy issues. One is the social protection, and two, public finance for children and other vulnerable groups. It shall also advocate for policy recommendations to the respective committees of the National Assembly on public expenditure-related matters.
The platform drew its members from the Office of the Auditor General, Action Aid International, the Gambia, the Office of the Accountant General, and other government agencies.
This is a leading initiative because in other countries we have such initiatives but not necessarily focused on the budgeting issues. In some countries, parliament members have been discussing about vaccinations, about discussions, but having specific discussion about budgeting, about public finance for children, this is a leading initiative.
UNICEF, which is in the forefront of promoting children's welfare, is not only part of the platform, but supporting it financially.
Hopefully everybody knows that this country is composed of a lot of children. In fact, the 2013 census, I think, indicates 49% of the population of the Gambia is 18 and under. And this is a huge amount of population. And UNICEF's role in that sense is very clear. In times of hardship, children are often those that suffer the most. In times of confusion and uncertainty, children are often those that are worse off.
The Budget Observatory platform is also expected to advocate for integration of better practices on accountability and transparency into budget planning, utilization process, and resource allocation.
To ignore the plight of children is to ignore the plight of the future of this country. And investment in children will always be an investment in the strong and stable development of any nation. Gambia is certainly no exception.
While we continue to measure the impact of the platform, it shall equally provide government with a powerful tool to confront both poverty and vulnerability, while consolidating gains on pro-poor and inclusive economic growth and development.
With the Budget Observatory platform, lawmakers now have the opportunity to advance a more structured advocacy commitment to public finance management. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
The National Council for Civic Education Tuesday held a forum with local government authorities and representatives of communities in Fonyi Kansala. The forum kickstarts a 10-day national dialogue on peace and reconciliation in the area. Ibrahim Jallo was at the meeting and he now reports.
The recent anti-economic protests raised tensions between members of the security service and residents. The meeting was centered on the need for all parties to reconcile and look forward.
The National Council for Civic Education, as a governance institution mandated to enlighten the citizens on their rights and responsibilities, and to cultivate an environment of democratic continuity in the Gambia that will enable all citizens to fully participate in the governance process of the country, deem it prudent to organize this forum to search for lasting peace and unity in the country, in Fonyi, and everywhere else throughout this country.
The National Assembly member for Fonyi Kansala said the change of government was the will of God, and that must be accepted. However, he said people have the right to support political parties of their choice. The governor of West Coast Region, Ibrahim Mbalo, renewed the call for peace, describing the Kadila incident as unfortunate.
The Gambia, our homeland, whatever ethnicity or religion you come from, let the Gambia, our smiling coast, be our first priority, as it belongs to all of us. It is therefore our shared responsibility to ensure that peace prevails. To the youth, you are the future leaders of this country. You should inherit the country in peace as we embrace it from our fathers. We cannot develop a country when there is no peace.
The chairman of the Gambia Area Council, Bakari Saibosani, also embraced the call for peace and reconciliation and lamented what he refers to as the exaggerated coverage of the Fonyi incident. Speaker after speaker, among them elders and youths, expressed their views on the matter.
We are also ready for a peace deal, but for us to have the peace, we must tell the truth.
President Barrow never said bad things about Fonyi. Fonyi wanted change and has never opposed any government. We are obedient and hard-working people.
The meeting ended with pledges of settling the matter once and for all. Ibrahim Jallo, GRTS News.
Now, innovative communication is being employed by institutions and development agencies to effectively disseminate information. Omode S. Jallo reports on how the skills of a comedian are being used by the Access to Justice project to send key messages across rural communities.
Movie industry. He has made significant headway, earning acclaim from Gambians home and abroad for his comedy series on television and online. He is now a household name with a large following, and his newfound fame has seen him go beyond mere entertaining to educating the masses through drama. The actor has partnered with the Access to Justice and Legal Aid project, working with the European Union-funded project to sensitize rural Gambians on how and where to access justice. And one of the most effective ways of getting the message across is through performances by Kitabu and his Fandema drama group. In a recent encounter with the Farato-based comedian Mahmoud Fana and Batinjol in Central River region, where the Access to Justice team held their latest community sensitization meeting, Kitabu told me how honored he feels to go down to these remote communities and help in disseminating the message to raise the participants' awareness of justice.
This Access to Justice program is trying to enlighten people
to know what you don't know about maybe your law and the way, the places to go if you're having a problem. So this is a deep delight for me, and it gives me a great pleasure to go to this rural area and meet my friends, because most of them are seeing me on TV, but they didn't have the chance to, talk to me or see me perform live on stage.
Awareness of access to justice in these parts of the country is very low, and the participants at the sensitization meetings seem to comprehend the messages better when dramatized in a play.
It's not easy at all. It's not easy because being a celebrity in the Gambia is sometimes very critical because, like my boss said, people think that we are joking. People don't see the seriousness in me. They rather see the seriousness in the foreign actors and foreign celebrities than we. And for real, we are doing good. We are doing very well because we are the Gambian celebrities. No matter how, you can never bring somebody from outside to represent Gambia. We are the ones who can represent Gambia anywhere.
Kitabu is working with fellow Gambian actor and playwright Sekuma Sawane, who has described his collaboration with the young comedian and his group to positively impact on the lives of many rural Gambians as a worthwhile venture.
Since last year when we started this project, we can see the role of drama, the role of actors, the role of theater has made this project to be more recognized worldwide. Most people don't have the habit of reading these days, but when you bring it in the theater, people watch the drama related to issues, they'll have more interest to listen and learn.
The man who has featured in Nollywood films believes the country's movie industry has the potentials like Kitabu, who can make a difference if their work is appreciated by Gambians.
Kitabu is a good brother. We knew each other like a couple of years in the industry. And then working with him, I can say he's one of the best and most actor that you can work with. He's very, very versatile. He is ready to work. Because one thing I like about him, whatever role you give him, he's ready to do it. And wherever you take him, he's ready to be cooperative with you. So we need to celebrate our local celebrity.
The Access to Justice and Legal Aid Project, funded by the European Union and implemented by the National Council for Civic Education, with other legal bodies like the Female Lawyers Association of the Gambia and the Alternate Dispute Resolute Secretariat, has for the past 2 years sensitized several communities on access to justice and legal education, with Kitabu playing a pivotal role in the awareness campaign. Momodes Jallo, GRTS News.
Officials of Pristine Consultancy have called for greater efforts in utilizing computer technologies for improved service delivery. Motubajan tells us more.
In an interaction with the press, Pristine Consulting Chief Executive Officer Abdurrahman Ture said they have over 6 million pages of data which can be used for the development of the Gambia.
Today, the Gambia's platform is the biggest database in Gambian history. Over 1 million cards have been printed, and we have close to 1 million individuals in the database. The database gives us a unique perspective into Gambia.
He additionally highlighted the company's achievements, including recruiting UTG students into software development.
We have been working with a foundation called the Francis de Golonjai Foundation. We identify talented high school and university students, provide them scholarship aid, provide them training in software development, and then hire them as staff. We found it very necessary to make this investment because for a long time the country has had significant challenges in terms of having staff who are qualified in software development.
Ture also called for joint efforts to motivate youths to ambitiously pursue science and high-tech careers.
We want young boys and girls, 10 years old, 12 years old, we want them to know about Pristine. We want them to know that we are here and they can look up to us as a motivation to study science and technology and to know that the future is bright for science and technology.
With a punch of one's fingerprint or national identity number, which are features of the Gambia's identity card, technical advisor Usman Jah showcased that the card holder's details can be accessed. It was also revealed that Pristine Consulting will be progressively producing reliable and secure services, one of which is know your customer.
We are looking at the next stages. Some of the products that we are using in these 8 other countries, we're introducing them also here. And this, the first one, ID Check, is a product that allows financial institutions and businesses to easily identify their customers. We also are introducing our KYC product, which allows institutions to avoid doing business with people who are on a sanctions list. All these products would allow our institutions to do business at a global level.
Plans to partner with government in establishing a digitally robust documentation system for a modern Gambian birth certificate were also revealed. Started in the Gambia by a Gambian youth computer engineer, Pristin is now present in all 8 West African countries that utilize the CFA franc. Modu Bajan, GRTS.
We take our